It's me, Christine. So I recently made a video of me getting my braces off. I kind of wanted to do like a follow-up video on like, you know, my experience with my braces. I also wanted to talk a little bit about my retainers, because I know that that's been a question that I've been getting a lot lately, is what kind of retainers do I have and how do I like take care of them and how do they feel, blah blah. What I'm planning to do is I'm going to set up time frames for when I talk about certain things. So the first half of my video is going to be like my personal experience with braces, so I'm going to leave a time frame for that in the description. The second half of the video is going to be more of like personal care and how I maintain my teeth when I had braces on and how I maintain them now. So if you kind of want to skip certain parts, I'll leave like time frames in the description below, so that way it kind of puts you more in control of like what you want to watch and what you want to just like skip. I know I mentioned this in my previous video. I had them a total of 4 years. I first got them on my second week of freshman year, I think my first or second. I had sort of an attachment to my braces. You know, with it being the first couple weeks of my freshman year, I was already going through like a transitional time, going from middle school to high school. So I feel like having braces also, in a weird sense, was adding to this whole transition time, and a lot of changes happening during my freshman year. In all honesty, like when I first got them on, I hated it. I straight up hated it. I couldn't eat properly, I had a lisp, my mouth was like all cut up from the wires and the brackets. I think after a little while, after getting used to having them on and, you know, being able to talk with them and eat with them, I started to like normalize everything and like adjust myself with the braces. So it does take time and it takes a lot of patience. My mouth now is so strong in comparison to how it was before, because it's endured a lot of like cuts due to brackets and wires. But overall, my experience with them was not negative in any sense. It was just frustrating at times. At the same time, I wouldn't take back my whole experience with them. It just felt like I was losing a part of me when I had them taken off. I'm thankful. I'm just thankful because I feel like it was like a little mini life lesson having braces. So moving on to like maintaining my teeth. When I first got my braces on, I was like a maniac. I tried to floss every time I could. It was kind of crazy. So one of the things that I used a lot, a super floss. This is designed specifically for braces. You can find this at like Target or like Walmart or CVS. So basically what you do is with this end, hold on, I don't know if you can see. So with this end, you stick it like in between your wires, and then this part is like cushiony and you're supposed to put that in between your tooth. This is a lot easier as opposed to like regular floss, because since this blue little plastic part, since it's a little bit harder, or it's a little bit stiffer than floss, like regular floss, and sometimes with braces, trying to pull regular floss in between your teeth can be such a task. So this helped out a lot in terms of flossing. Honestly, flossing can be kind of a hassle, not even gonna lie, but I definitely think that this is something you should consider getting if you feel like you get a lot of stuff stuck in your teeth. Another thing that I definitely used was wax. I personally had a lot of sticking wires, like wires that would poke out, and sometimes my brackets, when they would rub inside my mouth, it would just start hurting a lot and I'd get a lot of sores. So wax is definitely very important. I would always keep one of these in my purse. Like, what's in my bag challenge? No. I would always keep one of these in my purse because there would just be moments where I couldn't handle like my brackets or my wires poking out. So very important. So aside from my regular toothbrush, I had like this, not like the skinnier, instead of like having like 3 lines of bristles, this only has like 2. So this was really helpful, especially getting into the inner corners of my braces and my teeth. I know another little brush people get is like the Christmas tree brush. So it's basically shaped like a little Christmas tree, and it can help you get in between your gums and your teeth. So this also too, I would use this to like whenever my teeth were kind of sore from like flossing and stuff, I would like brush it against my gums. So this helped out a lot with getting like the tiny details. So this I recommend. And other than my regular toothpaste, I know my teeth get really sensitive, so I would use like Sensodyne a lot. But you can honestly use like whatever toothpaste you want. I would always use mouthwash every so often. I didn't use it like every day, but I would use the alcohol-free Colgate Total. It's like a 12-hour shield. I don't know, for me personally, like I can't take the really strong mouthwashes like Listerine. Like I don't know why, like I start crying really bad. My dad can like do it, like he honestly has no problem with it, but I personally can't. But yeah, I would always get like the alcohol-free one just because for me personally, like my teeth are sensitive and weird. Now I kind of want to talk a little bit about how I'm doing now and like what I do to maintain my teeth now. Ooh, that was a loud clap. So again, a lot of the questions that I've been getting have been aimed at my retainers. So I'll show you guys them. Okay, they're kind of saliva-y. So it might be kind of nasty, but you know, what's new? I'm nasty. So these are my retainers. I don't know if you can see that. Wow, I feel like a beauty guru. Oh, so they're just like plain like metal ones. They're a little extra in terms of design. I wanted the basketball ones, but they didn't have it. So, okay, that's another story. Before I got my braces off, I was told a month before that I was going to get them off. So, in that whole process, they took molds and the impressions in order to get my retainers formed. Basically, they just click in like, I can show you guys how to put them on. Instead of like putting them in from the front first and then the back, I start from the back first and then the front, if that makes sense. So I'll show you. This is a little, ooh, this is how romantic. Okay. So that's the bottom ones, and same thing for like the top ones. They recommend that you don't like jam this part, the metal part. So I would like put them in the back first. So yeah, and that's it. Whenever I keep them on, I kind of have like a mini lisp, but it's kind of fun because I feel like that girl from like Zoe 101, Cotton Schwab's. So I try to wear these as much as often. Every time I'm not eating, they recommend that you wear these, especially for the first 3 months. I should be wearing them right now, but I'm trying to like talk. It's a little bit difficult to try to talk with them, but you sort of get used to it after the first couple days. I like them. I think they're pretty cool. I know that if you kind of have the option of getting like permanent retainers or like the Invisalign tray container retainer type things, but I personally I was just basic. I just want like the regular metal ones. The way that I maintain these, or the way that I clean them, is I'll take like the little denture cleaners. You can get them at like Dollar Tree or like 99-cent store or like Walmart or Target, you know. So you basically put like a tablet within this container, or you could put it in like a bowl or like a cup or something, but I personally just put it all in here. So you drop like a tablet in here, and then you add water, and then you put your retainers in here to soak a little bit, and then you close it, and then you kind of wait for a little bit. Or you can leave them overnight, but I'm not planning to do that until, you know, my teeth get just adjusted with these. And then you drain out the container, and you're left with beautiful retainers. It kind of looks like I'm gonna propose or something. I don't know. In terms of just like regular maintenance, I just wash them with water. They recommend not doing it. They recommend not cleaning your retainers with mouthwash or like scrubbing it with a toothbrush, because I guess it like degrades the plastic part. So I would just stick to regular denture cleaners or water. But so moving on, I kind of wanted to just address like people that are concerned with like bracket stains, because I know that right before I got mine off, I was scared to like have like the little squares that a lot of people tell me about. I didn't have too much of that problem, but I know like there are a lot of remedies that you could do in order to prevent that from happening, or in order to alleviate that whole problem. Before I actually had my braces on, I would whiten my teeth like periodically, which is kind of strange, but I didn't use anything too fancy. I got this like 5-minute whitening gel thing, and it comes with like a tray. I got this from like, I don't know, like the dollar store, which is probably not the safest thing. Obviously, I don't recommend you doing this when you have your braces on. I personally don't like whitening strips. I've had like weird experiences with them in the past, like before I had my braces on. If you are also considering natural remedies, definitely baking soda with a little bit of water works wonders. And so just try out that method a little bit in order to sort of just whiten that whole little area. And if you can, maybe target the specific areas that you feel like are really like an off-white compared to like the middle bracket center. I personally just use like a manual toothbrush. I'm considering getting a spin brush, but I'm kind of like an aggressive brusher, which sounds really creepy. I'm an aggressive brusher. So I'm not really concerned now of getting like an electric toothbrush, but I think further down the line. The toothpaste that I use now, it's the Optic White by Colgate. It's not like the 3D white, but in addition to that, I use like the Deep Clean by Colgate, which I think I just got these because they were like on sale. So if your teeth are really sensitive, I recommend like not going straight to like these whitening toothpaste right after you get them off, and maybe like a Deep Clean one before you jump into this. So yeah, so that was basically my 4-year braces experience. If you guys haven't have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment. If you just have like more of a private concern, feel free to message me. I mean, I have nothing better to do. Yeah, so I hope you have a great day, great week, great year, great whatever, and yeah.